welcome to Lunch Therapy, Super Jeff style.
Hello, hummingbirds. Welcome to Lunch Therapy.
Hey everybody, Joel Marshall here from Joel Marshall's Lunch Therapy, broadcasting from Edmonds, Washington, from the old homestead here. This is my dad's workshop. You can see some of his work behind me. I've got some mushroom music playing, and we're here for Barefoot Tuesday. Had some crazy internet problems, but you know that's the way it is out here on the frontiers, on the edge of what is happening. Today we're doing we're gonna have a lot of roving reports. I'm doing them. Kamala's doing them. She's filming them and guffawing in the background, which is always great to have an audience in your camera person. We're going to tell you about Thing. We're going to listen to some music. You're going to tell me if you can't hear me or if something bad is going on. I see that we got Todd Lee here. Todd was there with us at Thing. The Thing Music Festival, for those of you who don't know, happens in Port Townsend, Washington, which is out there on the peninsula in an old fort where they filmed An Officer and a Gentleman. They have this crazy music festival. This was the second, I want to say annual, but COVID screwed everything up, so it wasn't the second annual. Next year, we're going to take a flock of hummingbirds. I think we got some hummingbirds there. Definitely. We got it going. Jason Edelman's here to witness this thing we call Thing and why they call it Thing and all that stuff. Yeah, it would be super fun if you all came next time. Maybe we can get like a huge house or something. I don't know. It could be really, really awesome. So this is my dad's workshop. My dad, for those of you that might not know, my dad is a metal sculptor. This is my parents' house. He has a shop where he works, and you can see some of his artwork. He's been painting a lot lately because he's getting up there, and like I'm sitting at his workbench right here, and it is, you know, it's very rigorous to work metal all the time with hammers. When I was growing up, he had like big forearms, you know, like his friends called him Popeye, because that's what happens when you beat metal. You get big forearms. This is his website. This is my dad's website. You can see some of his work here. This is from the early days when I was just a pup. And you can go to johnmarshallmetalsmith.com and you can see all kinds of great work here. He's my inspiration for being an artist, the primary inspiration, and also a good one he is, because he's one of the most prolific artists that I have ever come across. And I've seen a lot of artists. These are some crosses that he made for the church that are still there. You can see like there's a lot of varied work. There's a box. You can see candle holders, all that. I'm going to use this time for us to breathe, because as you know, at the top of our show, everyone breathes. I'm going to see if I can unmute the ride-alongs today. I've got Kamala, I've got Bloss. I'm going to assign them here, and maybe I can hear them talk. I don't know, Bloss, are you there? Is anybody there? Let's see. Okay, let me try this. This is the old...
there you go.
There we go.
Can you hear
Kamala,
me?
are you there?
Hummingbirds, are you there? Hummingbirds, are you there?
Yes,
Camel is a
I'm
bit
here. Can
frozen
you hear me?
because, oh yeah, I can hear you now.
I'm here.
All right, so we're going to breathe here. Camel is here with me. She's out on the deck. How is it going? Our internet is a little spotty, right? That would be a yes. That would be a yes. All right,
It
in
looks
through the
good to me, and
nose,
it feels good to me.
out through the toes. Hold it. Let's see what's happening in the chat room. There's a lot because I let it go. Hi. Guignel is here. Are you in the lair of the mad scientist? Yes. In through the nose, out through the toes. Hold it. Let
I'm
it go.
here. Can you hear me?
But now I can hear you. We're just going to have to deal with that as it
There you
goes. Cam, you might have to chat because I can't hear you very well. Let's see what Totsi is going to be tough to get a ticket next year. Yeah. Great reviews. Seattle Times did a great write-up. And after lunch therapy shows you some of the stuff going on there. It's going to be incredible.
Hey, it's going to be packed.
Breathe it in. Out through the toes. 4 is greater than 2. Exactly. All right, so we're going to get on with this thing. One more, in through the nose, out through the toes. Hold it. Let it go. These are some of the coffee services that my dad has made. Let it go. So yeah, check out that John Marshall metalsmith.com because it would take the entire show to show you even a fourth of his work. Let's get on with the show because I got a lot of roving reports, a lot of music, a lot of crazy shenanigans going on. So let's get into it. All right. Oh, wow. That's cool. That's cool. Oh, wait. Breaking news. Breaking news. All right. So we really have to address the situation that happened on Monday. I have been touting. Here, let me just get these in here. John Marshall, amazing artist. Yes, I didn't get there too far. Don't breathe too deep at thing. You get a contact. Hi. Hello. Hoy. Ha 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 ha. All right. So yeah, breaking news. Again, the news is moving at a snail's pace. Hoy Pam Palmieri. Hi, hoy.
The importance of landing humans back on the moon.
All right, I gotta shut these people up. So so we were sending a rocket, the Artemis 1, up to the moon. Gonna first go around the Earth, and then go up to the moon, and then go up around there, leaving at 5:44 a.m. Pacific time on Monday. And as many of you know, didn't happen. It was a dud.
Nope.
Something was wrong. What, Bloss? Were you aware of this?
Yes,
Kamala?
I was. I was actually watching it live, thinking of the show that we were going to report on it after it went up, and then it was a scrub.
Yeah, it was a scrub. So what happened? Do you know what happened, Bloss?
I got an alert on my phone.
Oh,
yes.
Kamala's
I
here.
got an alert on my phone that there was engine trouble.
Engine trouble. Is that what you heard too, Bloss?
And that they had to postpone it because...
Luckily, there are no humans on board.
Is that not accurate?
Right, that's...
They did.
Well, we didn't hear the end part, Cam.
Yeah. It was a 30-foot tall rocket, the biggest rocket that NASA has ever built, largest rocket to ever go into outer space. 5:33 a.m. It's sitting there on the launch pad. It takes this massive, massive car to drive it to the launch pad, and it moves super slowly. Got there, ready to launch it. They're doing all their tests, and then all of a sudden, there were lightning strikes before they were launching, and they had to wait for that to go down. But it was okay. It cleared in time for them to start the fueling process, and that's when they noticed this small leak. And then they did a slow fill to get the hydrogen back in the rocket. That worked, and then they noticed the hydrogen flow issue was not cooling down one of the engines, engine number 3, apparently.
Right.
And then there were communications between the capsule and the ground that were bad. Their internet was bad or something, and they had to cancel the whole thing.
I know. When they said internet, that I was very concerned. Are they just using them? For internet, I mean, they communicated before without the internet in space.
I don't know how they do any of this stuff. How do they send a telescope 1,000,000 miles away and send back pictures? How do they do that? They have no internet. Look,
That's what I mean. There's
Katie's
no
here.
internet.
Like,
It's satellite. Really, it's
they
satellite.
bounce
They're
it off
reflecting
different
the
things. It's
images
just
off the satellite.
unbelievable what they
Right.
do. And they don't want to put the thing
Right.
up in the air if there's anything wrong, because then it's just going to come back down and hit somebody in the
That
head.
that was the
Right?
big issue. The big issue
Yeah.
was it's a safety concern because if there's a problem sending it up on it, that's why they do test runs. If there's a
Yeah,
problem
other
sending it up, and we're not going to send humans up there, so we got to get
Jason
all that
Edelman says
straight
a
first.
bleed valve, something like that. I mean, they dumb it down for us, obviously.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think you did a good job, Joel. You explained it pretty well.
Did we get it? So we move on
Better
to the
than the
thing and
newscast.
get away
Better
from
than the
this because
newscaster that said it.
yeah, I've been practicing. All right, so
Neil, it's funny. They brought in the IT,
IT
guy
guy.
who predictably said, "That's weird."
that's weird. They have a whole team of that's
I never
weird
saw
people.
that before.
That's weird. Yeah, if
Did they-
anybody doesn't know,
did they say-
if you're an IT guy, that's how you piss people off. Is you look at their problem and say, "That's weird." They hate that.
Weird.
They absolutely hate that. But in the rocket
Then
business,
you
same
say,
thing.
then you say, is it plugged in?
Is it plugged in?
into the
Wait,
wall?
did you restart it? And they're like,
Yeah.
"That's what you always
Roll
say."
the kernel.
They had that
Roll
whole
no.
conversation. All right,
Is
so
the power
now
on?
we're gotten past that. Now I'm in my backyard. This is my backyard.
Ooh.
No green screens today, so I won't look like I'm in the backyard, but that's my parents' backyard. It's where I grew up. A lot of vegetation, as you can see, which is super, super beautiful to see after being in
Is that a
the-
garden,
the brownness,
Joel?
the dead.
Is that a garden on the
Yeah,
right?
that's a garden. That's
that
my
a-
mom's garden.
The bed garden?
Isn't that beautiful?
Oh.
And then there's a sculpture in the
want
back.
one
We
of those,
have a lot
Mom.
of sculptures in our yard, as you saw from the last episode with the robot sculpture. One time,
Is that a
Jeff Lohman
sculpture
came
of
over
a
to our house.
wheelbarrow?
And the
Yeah, go ahead.
front yard is actually a Pokemon stop.
Yes, the one in the front yard
What?
is a Pokemon stop. Pokemon. I'm learning how to say. Still learning how to say
Pokemon.
Pokemon. Yeah, let me show you here. It is called the Woodway Imperial Walker. That's the name of it.
Holy
So
moly.
if anybody wants to train, it's a train. What is it? They train Pokemons there, something like that. I don't know. Anyway, look it up because I can't. There's no
I
way
don't
could-
understand anything about
show.
that Pokemon stuff.
You don't. My sister-in-law Heather.
Is he like
getting into the
slim?
Pokemon. Yeah, we're having total specters. Yeah, specters in the machine. It's wonky. That's another one. It's wonky. I'm going to show you the Imperial Walker here just for the heck of it while we're trying to gather ourselves. Yeah, I probably just broke it. There it is. That's the Pokemon stop. All right, so let's get into a roving reporter. So I did some roving reporters. I did some man on the spot. I spoke to some people at the Thing Festival. Let's see what kind of people were there. Did you see Wet Leg yesterday?
No, we didn't go yesterday, but it's actually my daughter's favorite band.
Oh my God, they were so good. They
Yeah.
were so good. She needs to see them next time.
Yeah, same with me. Yeah.
I think I'd be really mad at my dad if I was my favorite band and he didn't take me there. But is she here today?
She's not. She's
my-
actually
oh my God.
she's in college right now, so
okay.
she's missing the festival and actually texting us very upset that we're here
I
and
would be
that we
so
didn't see
enraged.
Wet.
I would be
Yeah, there's a
enraged.
lot of family strife going on over this.
Yeah.
thing.
Okay, so that's some drama here. Thank
Yeah.
you so much for joining in.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Can you say hello, hummingbirds?
Hello, hummingbirds.
All right, great. My channel? It's called Lunch Therapy. Yeah, Lunch Therapy. Joel Marshall's Lunch Therapy. All right, cool. Yeah, check it out. It's on YouTube. Yeah, YouTube is probably not well. There's some TikTok, but it's negligible. I'm not much of a dancer, but you know. Oh, you don't? Okay.
No, that
But
was
yeah.
like the beginning.
But if you go to Joel Marshall's Lunch Therapy on YouTube, yeah.
explain TikTok and because
Oh.
you should be
Could you tell me what TikTok is?
Oh my God. TikTok is just short videos, and you just find what you're interested in, and then it dials up, and so whoever's interested in you will dial you up. It's quicker than YouTube.
Quicker than YouTube? Joel Marshall's lunch therapy, it has to be, unfortunately.
You would just do quick 1 minute.
Can you give me a demonstration of the...
I'm shocked.
Do you have a TikTok?
My dog does.
Your dog has a TikTok? What's it called?
Bell Rye.
Bell Ride. Okay.
RYE.
Does your dog dance?
Well, he goes to me. No, he doesn't. It's not all about dancing.
It's not all about dancing.
Songs.
Well, that's super cool. That's super cool. Thanks so
I
much.
think you do great on TikTok.
All right, thanks. I'll do it. I'm going to do it for sure.
Personality, you got a great look, you got a good gig, you got it going on.
God, can you get me an agent or something? Reception is abysmal. We're on the same show. We're having the same problem. Same problem. It's probably my problem, right? All right, so that's weird. I'm sitting in the bird bath in my parents'
There you
backyard now,
There you are.
getting some, cleaning myself off from that. The next thing I'm going to show you is going to be possibly disturbing. It was disturbing to, I'm not really disturbing, but it's a guy called Rainwolf, my favorite act of the entire show. And I'm gonna try and explain it to you because a lot of people don't like it. There, I just had
What's wrong with you?
I don't know what it means, but Kamala just came to the door, just waving her hands like, no, no, no. Maybe, I don't know what she's saying, like, no, don't show the Rainwolf. Is she saying you're not online? What?
You hear me?
I can't hear you.
Can
all right.
you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. We can hear you.
Yes.
We're gonna now.
Sit in there. I'm gonna sit in there.
She's
I'm
coming
gonna
in here.
sit in here
She's
and
coming
then
in
you
here.
can
She's
hear
gonna
me.
sit right here. She can't even open the door. It's all going very well. Don't worry about it. It's going quite well.
You
Don't worry about
what?
opening the door. She's
I'm
coming
just
into the room
exiting the
again.
door now.
So she can-
Okay,
Oh,
well,
they
I don't know
sit
whether we
here.
can hear you. Can you hear her? Anybody can hear her?
Can you hear me?
May I
Hello
say
in the
something?
background. Hear me?
May I say something?
It's really
May I
messed
say
up
something,
because you're
Joe?
on your computer and you're doing this.
Joel.
And you
Joel.
can hear me through the computer. Turn off the thing.
Joel.
Yes, it's becoming
Can
a
you hear
mess,
me?
my friends. I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can
Okay,
all hear
Kamala,
you. Floss.
don't talk. Don't talk, please. Listen. We can hear her
All
when
right,
she
so-
talks when she was in the other room.
I'm
but
gonna
She has to
take
talk
you on a
slower
journey
because
right now.
Because when she's talking fast, hold up. When she's talking fast, the words are on top of each other. I think maybe because your internet is just a little slow.
It's because she has
we can
her
hear
thing
her, she
on
just
and
has to
she's in the
talk
room, but she's gonna be
slower.
fine now. She's got it
And
figured out.
We can
You
hear her
gotta
in the
figure
room
it out.
now. Absolutely. Better than the other room. But
Bell Rye, look up
give
Bell
and take.
Rye.
Give and take. Okay?
Thanks, Floss.
Please.
We're
continue.
Floss is side coaching me, and you can hear him in the show. You can hear him side coaching me. I've never done this before, Bloss. Maybe you can tell me how to do it.
I'm here for you.
Rainwolf was
I'm always
horrible.
here for
Okay,
you.
so Todd Lee says Rainwolf was horrible. I left and went to the beach with the ladies. I don't know. Robo Kamala, can you? Yeah, she's fine now. She's totally fine. Okay, I'm going to show you Rainwolf. Since things are going so well, I'm going to show you something loud and obnoxious, and you're going to love it. Here we go. This is the guy. Oh, so here I am. Let me set the stage. I'm on the parade ground stage. I'm at the way in the back where we like to kind of hang out because we can put down a blanket and eat some cheese or something like that. And I hear this sound, and I'm like, what the hell is this? This is something I have never heard before. It is like feedback, and it's muffled, and it sounds like a bad episode of Lunch Therapy gone wrong. And so
it made my teeth hurt.
it made some people's teeth hurt. And here we go. Here it is. I got some
Holy
footage of
moly.
it, and you're gonna understand because it's like a whole story, basically, in one incredible performance. Rainwolf. Hear that? That's Rainwolf.
Not the band?
The band is like a guy and a drummer. You're not gonna believe what this guy is. Yanking the cord. He's like, I'm sick of this cord. This guy. Drummer for Thieves, actually. So he's playing the bass, lead guitar, rhythm guitar, all in one thing. I don't know how loud this is. I hope it's not too loud. That's the drummer back there, not even drumming. Just like setting up the drum. Just walking around. That's the kind of show this is. He skinned his knee during this performance. I think maybe we need a vote to see who likes it so far. It's super hot. He's got the pin cap on, sweating. And then, so I'm going to just fast forward a little bit here because what happens is the microphone just totally gives out on him. Because he's playing the guitar with the microphone in his hand, which I've never seen before. Distortion is cranked. Everything's just cranked way up. That's rock and roll. That's rock and roll. At one point, he like throws his microphone. Yeah, he gets so sick of it. Let me see if I can get to that part. So he's playing, and he's just sick of the microphone. This doesn't work. He just throws it. He's like, I don't need this. I don't need a microphone. I don't even need this drummer. He's just my friend. He likes to hang out with me. Rainwolf. We're gonna have some much common things later on. For you older folks.
What he needs to do is tune his guitar.
It doesn't need to do anything for you. Okay, I wanted to show one more. This is when, after the drummer left, the drummer's like, I'm going to let you do your solo now. They're totally friends. It's not like the drummer was like, screw this, I'm out of here, because this is Rainwolf. This is what he does. But he sits down at the drums now. And that doesn't mean that he puts down his guitar. Check it out. So now he's the drummer, guitarist, bassist, lead guitar, and harmonica player, and flautist, all in one. There he goes. There he goes. It's a wolf monster. I'm gonna give this tour just a little bit here. Not for everybody. Crowd is going nuts. There it is. Tiffany. Simple. That's enough. Not for everybody, but I wanted to share that with you because I think it was my favorite part of the entire thing. But there's
The festival?
That's not festival. Yes. Bloss,
Yeah,
are you
the
still
singing
there?
festival, that was your favorite part?
That was my favorite band, easily. And I
He-
think it was other
He
people's
was
too.
very good. And what I said about tune his guitar, not to be
Yeah.
better tune his guitar, it's his middle feedback C that he was playing,
Sounds
it was
much
just a
better
little bit
now
off.
than
And if
it
he'd have
did
tuned
when we
it,
were there.
I think you have to be there, and I didn't show you the whole drama of it because I didn't want to tax my viewers. But the whole drama of him wrestling with the equipment, wrestling with the microphone, wrestling with the cord while playing the guitar like in one hand, and never really missing a beat. Maybe missing, maybe it was totally distorted. You couldn't understand what he was saying. But it's heavy metal, baby. It's heavy metal. It was
It is.
totally. So then I went and
At
found my
its
friends, and I
finest.
was all sweaty. I was like, "Oh my god, isn't it great?" And they were like, "Yeah, we're going to the next place. We're leaving." I was like, "What?" And I left with them.
I'd
I
had
left.
enough.
Okay, so now I'm gonna just go for a much more mellow thing. We're gonna do a roving reporter. We're gonna go on a tour of the bunkers. I don't know if any of you, I like to get a historical perspective while I am seeing music. Usually, I like to go to a music festival that takes place on a fort, if possible. I think what I'm saying is it's the only music festival I've ever been to. But anyway, so here we go. Bunker tour, historical, paranormal. Okay, now we're going over to what's called the bunker. At least that's what I'm calling it until I know what it is actually called. We're at Fort Warden. We're at one of these bunkers. This was a fort during World War II where they would look out to see if there were any enemy ships coming through into the Puget Sound. And these, I'm not sure what these bunkers did. Maybe if they were going to get bombed, they all hunkered down in the bunker. This is a story that I'm making up because I have a lack of understanding of what's going on. Let's see if it's good. This is the Haldeman Putnam. Haldeman and Putnam were two hilarious comedians back during the World War II times. And they actually, when they weren't being bombed, they did comedy in here. Yeah. They were a hilarious duo. One of them wore a clown suit, and the other one dressed up like a school marm. Yeah. So husband and wife team. Hilarious. Sang the funniest songs. You're right, Tom. But sometimes the audience would get unruly and they want to leave. So that's why they have the locks on the doors. They lock them right in there. I'm related, a descendant of Holloman. Yeah. Maybe you saw the movie.
Mr. Holloman's story.
Maybe you're one of the two people that saw the movie. Holloman's opus. Holloman and Putnam. This is where they keep a cannon.
Holland.
Cannon would go here. It was bolted down. This is so incredible. And it could see the water.
It's like Rick Steves. I can't.
Yeah, at the time you could see the water because they didn't have these bushes here. But they put the bushes so that the ships couldn't see the cannon. So another guy would stand on the other side of the bushes, and he'd go, "No, turn it a little left. No, a little right. Fire!" And then they just fire. The person firing the cannon had no idea what they were hitting. I don't want to know. Sometimes as a joke, they'd hit a vacation cruise liner. It was. They thought it was funny, but it was actually sadistic and horrible. But who goes on a vacation during World War II anyway? They kind of deserve it. Family person definitely has to kick us. So this has been a tour of Holloman and Putnam Bunker here at Fort Warden. Now back to you, Joel. Wow. Oh no, we can't show another one yet. But I want to tell you, on the grounds of Thing Festival was this thing that I had never seen before. And there was a lot of stuff that I'd never seen before, but this was a sensory booth or sensory area or something. Let's just take a look at it. It's pretty incredible. Well, this is weird.
Sensory or sensory?
This is a sensory area. I don't even know what that is exactly. What is this sensory area?
Yeah, this is a space for people who have just like sensitivity needs around like input and stuff to come and like take a moment. But yeah, I
So
privacy in this area for right now. Maybe you could come back in a minute.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, but thanks for explaining it to us.
I got unaware.
All right. So if you get like overstimulated or if you're having an emotional thing, you come here. Thank you. And what a great thing that is. That is a wonderful thing. And over here is the Imaginarium, where you go in and you just trip out on mushrooms or something. I'm not sure exactly what happens in there, but I know that there's a lot of light, a lot of colors, a lot of designs. We went in there last time we were here. I don't know, maybe we'll go in there later. I think we will. But take a look at the outside. It's a lot of nipples. I think that lady over there was having a moment, maybe.
Love the shirt.
I didn't even realize it. I mean, I was just kind of weirdly insensitive of me. I'm like, hey, what's going on? And there's somebody just like having a tragedy occurring. And I'm like, hey, what is this? Oh, cool. And they're like, maybe you should go away now. They were awfully nice to me, considering how buffoonish I was. Anyway, you know, live and learn, right? Live and learn.
Okay, wait a minute. There's a lot to show you. I think we ought to take a pause. Just take a deep breath. Things are difficult, you know. I mean, things are difficult in the world, and you really need to breathe. So in through the nose, out through the toes. Hold it. Let it go. All right, we're going back to the bunker. Bunker tour number 2. This is like a mini vacation for you all. I know you all like the bunker tour, so we've got a lot of it for you here today.
Welcome. Mini vacation.
Welcome to the mini vacation.
All right, we're here at the bunker, and I'm going to find out what's happening here, what the actual scoop is.
I'm going
Seems
to
that
demonstrate my memory
there's a couple of batteries.
capabilities here.
I guess back then they didn't have a lot of electricity, and so they needed to use a lot of batteries. And those batteries contain cannons. That's one of the cannons that we were talking about up there. On the right there is Battery Putnam. On the left is Battery Stoddard. Purpose of Battery Stoddard and adjacent Battery Putnam was to protect against attacks from small torpedo boats near the shoreline.
Very
and to
informative, this
defend
one.
a proposed minefield on the beach below.
I think I was reading
4
from the sign.
6-inch disappearing guns that Battery Stoddard fired 108-pound shells with a range of 7.5 miles. This battery was designed to protect the right flank of the main gun along with the Battery Putnam. Behind the metal doors at the front of the battery were the magazines for storage of ammunition and tools. So that was up at the top of this thing. It's a big old cannon. It was named after
That's the Civil War.
U.S. Army Colonel
He died in the Civil War.
Putnam,
But not the
who was killed in action during the Civil War.
I thought you
in
were related to
1863.
Haldimand Putnam.
No, that was the comedian. Well, yeah, that was a descendant of Haldimand Putnam, and
Get your story straight, pal.
under which I was the second cousin, 5th removed.
So much so that you forgot how to pronounce his name, and then in fact he was your
It's so
relative.
long ago that we have all forgotten how to pronounce his name. So we just say Hadlamand.
I think Rick Steves has a
Hadlamand.
heckler.
What is his name?
His name is actually Haldimand. Haldimand. There's a song about him. Haldimand ate ice cream bars in the Civil War. It was very hard to keep them cold. So he carried a big block of ice, and the sun, it made him old. But he didn't live to be that old because he was shot down. He was shot down in action during the Civil War in 1863. How'd a man do it? No one knows how a man would do it. Maybe if he didn't like ice cream bars, he wouldn't have to carry the block of ice. And then maybe he would have been able to defend himself in the Civil War. But instead he died a happy man eating his ice cream in 1863.
Kind of missing Rainwolf now, aren't you?
How'd a man do it so many times?
Wait, is there got any more Rainwolf?
They called him How'd a Man
footage?
because they were like, how'd a man do it? How'd a man carry that block of ice in the Civil War? We don't know. It was weird because the block of ice would stay cold. Days on end, he'd be carrying that thing on his back with a big old ice pick. That's how he killed some of the people during the Civil War. It was with an ice pick.
He didn't actually even have a musket or anything.
That song
And
always
they were
makes
like,
me
how'd a
cry.
man do that? How'd a man kill somebody with a nice pick?
It is such a
Anyway,
sad
that's
scene.
Putnam. Battery Putnam, named after him. How'd a man. Fort Worden State Park, Joel Marshall for lunch therapy.
All right. Well, that was great. I mean, if I had an applause, I would definitely
That
play
is-
it right now. That's
That
good.
is
Good
great.
tune, huh?
That is-
It's a good tune, huh? Kind of rivals Rainwolf. Maybe that was my first favorite performance. Now we're going to move to an actual performer. Remember this guy, Jose Gonzalez? Anybody? Iceman cameth. That's right. He did. We're going to go back to the bunker a little later because we got to go up those stairs and see the cannon. But we're going to do that. But before that, we're going to witness Jose Gonzalez, which was I don't know, maybe a little more palatable to people.
that guy's so good.
That guy was good. It's good. Here we go. Jose Gonzalez. Again, I heard this incredible sound. Like, what's going on? We got to get over there. You see, it's towards evening. We were dancing a lot at this thing. And on Friday, I'm going to show you some dancing that will blow your mind. Not today.
The folks that I prepared different now, every step of time.
Yeah.
All of that seem to flash away.
This guy is phenomenal. I know, I'll shut up.
So that's a coming. When it all comes down, you sink into reality.
I was trying to get on the stage up there with him, but I was having a hard time.
You don't know which way
Set.
to turn. Every trifle become a bit concerned.
Can you see that?
Yeah. You want to be on the screen?
No.
I can hear you.
Without knowing what you want.
I can hear him too.
Okay, good. Check that out.
So
Yeah. He's from Sweden. Yeah, I should be talking about him. He's from Sweden. You can tell us again.
comes down, you sink into reality.
I wish he was. Gotta get him on the show.
So what's it gonna be? When it all comes
Voice
down,
like a bird.
you sink into reality. Who cares if
It's no wolf rain, but
years
Rainwolf. Rainwolf.
all these monsters, all these shitty clouds?
That's great.
Who cares if 100 years from now we'll remember all the prayers, we'll remember all the clouds.
I think it's therapeutic, right? Would you say so, Blas? It's music. Yeah. He's nodding.
What's it gonna be?
I don't even know if we're on the internet anymore. I'm just,
When it all
you know,
comes
You are.
just doing the show.
you sink
Just doing the show.
into
Good. I'm glad. This
You are.
is beautiful.
You're live.
Excellent. I like the obstructed view seats. Yeah.
Where's this living me? When it all comes down, you sink into reality. You sink into reality. You sink into reality.
It's awesome. Then I got kicked out, of course, because I was backstage.
You sink into
But they're so nice at this festival. They're just like, come on out of here. Come on. They don't even talk. They're just like, I don't want to interrupt you. But
you sink into reality.
it's just Jay.
You sink into reality.
able to operate the show anymore because I'm starting to trip out.
Why? You're good. You're on.
I'm kidding. I think that you're going to be blown away on Friday because I spoke to some mushroom. I want to say the right thing here. I spoke to some. What were they called?
Mushroom
The trippers that I was calling trippers, but they're not trippers. They're Port Townsend Psychedelic Society I spoke to. We're speaking to them on Friday.
Ooh.
We're also speaking to the Mushroom Man. Modern Biology. We're going to have an interview with him as well on Friday. And also more of this guy, of course. But now,
Jose?
another bunker
Gonzalez.
tour. Another one. That was Jose Gonzalez. That was
Over here is the green
much
room
better than this guy.
for the bands that are going to play. They get in there and they can go
I love
in there
this
and
guy.
they can practice and
This guy's
warm
great.
up and tune their guitars and marimbas and sitars, sitars, skin flutes. Come on up here, but don't trip. Come on up here and let's take a look at the old Battery Putnam. Old Battery Putnam.
Here's where the cannon is.
So when you walk up the stairs here at Fort Warden, you realize there's nothing up here but a big old rusty pole. That's all there is. And you really can't do much. You can put your cigarettes out in here, like a lot of people do. Gives you a different view. But yeah, there's really nothing, just a big old pole, and you just wonder, like, what did this pole do? What was it doing? How many wars has this pole seen? No one really knows. Now it's just a ashtray. Very elaborate ashtray, very sturdy ashtray. But it serves its purpose. Nobody would build
Around
an
all that
ashtray
dry grass.
this strong these days.
Good ashtray.
And so that's one of the benefits
The firm
having this
ashtray.
up here. Plus you got to climb the stairs. If you smoke too many cigarettes, you can't even climb the stairs. You can't even use the ashtray. So there's some incentive there to not smoke so much.
Oh, Boney's losing it again.
How'd a man build an ashtray? How'd a man carry the block of ice?
That's song.
All right, let's go.
Sing it.
Let's go before you have an aneurysm. This is Joel Marshall here at Fort Warden, Washington. Roving reporter.
man descend.
Now back to you, Joel.
All right, that was like a tour. I think what they call a tour de force is what that was.
De force.
Tour de force.
Force.
Camilla loves it how she
Force.
got me, or Todd likes it how she got me to say skin flute. Yeah, it's kind of tough to get me to do that. All right, so
You said it twice.
yeah, no, I'm saying it twice. We're just gonna take a little wildlife therapy, and then I'm gonna play my actually my favorite band going into Thing Festival before I heard Rainwolf. Before I knew about Jose Gonzalez, I knew about the Wet Leg, and we're gonna play a little Wet Leg for the dance break. But first, I want to take you on a little wildlife therapy that has nothing to do with anything. Everybody loves wildlife. I love
Wildlife.
it. I need it. I need to have some wildlife therapy. Yeah. So today's wildlife therapy is about flying foxes. Anybody heard of the flying fox? It's got the largest wingspan of any bat, and I don't have the bat here because we couldn't afford to have him go on vacation with us today. But he'll probably have something to say at some point. But for now, I'm just going to have to do this myself. This is a flying fox. I don't know if any of you know who the flying. How to man. I don't know. It's definitely going to be available on Spotify and Apple Music, and if it's not already. So this is a flying fox, largest wingspan of any bat. And they live in colonies, camps, up to 15,000 of them. Yeah. The other thing, and we've got lost coughing. So did you want to say something? Are you clearing your throat?
No, I was. The flying fox is actually the flying fox is actually a trampoline family. Barnum
You
and Bailey
dying?
Circus
Oh,
back
oh,
in
yeah.
the 1940s.
I saw the movie about that. The whole family, they did the whole pyramid thing. Now, that's the flying Wallendas. Yeah. So they have incredible, they rely heavily on their sense of smell. So they don't hang out with Bloss very much because it's too intense. They have large olfactory bulbs to process scents. They also have these incredible and androgen sensitive subcutaneous glands in their shoulders. You know, we think we're so smart, you know, humans, we think we're so smart. But I don't know about you, Bloss. Do you have any glands in your shoulders?
What do they do?
Haven't even thought about that,
Yes,
right?
they help.
Why do they have glands
They help
in their
to my
shoulders?
rotator cuff.
They help with your rotator cuff. No, it's so you can mark
Yeah, my
stuff.
rotator. Keep my rotator cuff.
Oh, you have that?
Liquid.
Oh, okay.
Fluid. Fluid.
There's Guignol is giving us a line from the Wet Leg song that we're going to hear later on. Smoke it up, Bloss.
Ah.
That's what Jason said. Smoke it up, Bloss. Yeah, this is a good.
I got to refill my bowl.
Give you a refilling bowl. All right,
Yeah,
so
I think I'm smoking.
I got some more facts about these. So they have the glands because their olfactory bulbs are so strong. Not like mine, because I can't smell a damn thing. And if I was one of these bats, I'd just be running into things all the time because they use their scent to mark their territory, to know who their enemies are, to know they have all these. They can even tell a difference between who's in their group and who's not in their group. So that's kind of cool. They're called colonies or camps. The other thing that males do
So you're saying
something.
What
What
you're saying while they're together, Joel, is that they know if that's Jack or not. That's not Jack.
They're like,
that smell I smell. That's
it's
not
like,
Jack.
you know,
he's in
dogs are
Jack's
like that.
position, but that's not him.
Yeah,
That's what
dogs
you're
are a
saying.
lot like that, right? You know, I mean, they look like dogs. They look like winged dogs. Look at them, cute ones.
They're so cute.
Those are some cute ones.
Oh.
Another thing that's not so cute is the males do a thing called urine washing, which means they coat themselves in their own urine. I never tried it, so I can't really knock it.
Why?
Makes them sexy, I guess. Like clean.
Yeah. Oh.
It's probably also how their sense of smell identifies that that's not Jack over there on the right side.
Yeah, so they can identify themselves. Like, look to me, smell like my pee. They eat 25 to 35% of their own weight daily. I used to do that. Didn't work out for me so well. They eat fruit, flowers, nectars, leaves.
25% is
insects.
a lot.
Yeah, you know what? The farmers hate them because they come in and they eat all their crops. They can travel 13 miles an hour.
Kill them.
Yeah, so they like to kill them. They can travel, fly at 19 miles an hour, but can travel 13 miles an hour for 3 hours or more. That's pretty cool. Don't interrupt Bloss while he's coughing. Yeah. Never interrupt a man while he's coughing. In Tonga, the flying foxes are considered sacred. Yes, you have something to say for Neil.
Yeah, I was going to tell Neil, thank you.
Yeah. The Tongan legend
Neil,
says that a colony
of
flying foxes are the descendants of a pair of flying foxes gifted to the king of Tonga by the princess of Samoa. So they think that they're all related to that gift, which is cool. Some places they use the fox fur as currency. They make these braided, elaborate, idols to money. It's money essentially, and they trade it. In the other places, they string the teeth together, and that's money. Now this is the weirdest thing. Flying foxes in Southeast Asia are often killed and sold as mummies in the U.S. souvenir curiosity shops. The curiosity shop, the little mummies, maybe they're flying foxes, or online through Etsy and eBay. From 2000 to 2013, over 100,000 dead bats were imported to the U.S. just for fanciful mummy trinkets.
Oh.
There you go. So I'm going to end on that because I always like to end the animal segment on humans being assholes because
Humans suck.
It seems to be the theme.
Whoa.
Oh, humans suck. Okay, so now we're going to say goodbye to the flying foxes, and we're going to get to the dance break. I'm taking a risk here. I'm just going to play this whole song. If the wet leg people don't like it, I can just cut it out later on. But I think that they'll like it because it's pretty amazing.
Awesome.
Amazing. So again, I'm in the back of the place. I hear the sound. I know it's one of my favorite songs, and it is Wet Legs, Chase Long. Do you know this band? Do you know this band, Bloss? Bloss is on the screen to dance. I'm gonna give him a green screen. Yeah, there he is.
Mommy, Daddy, look at me. I went to school and I got a degree. All my friends call it the big D. I went to school and I got the big D. 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 I went to school and I got the big D. Is your muffin buttered? Would you like us to assign someone to butter your muffin? Excuse me. Excuse me. Hey you, over there. On the chaise long in your underwear. What are you doing sitting down? You should be horizontal now.
Let's get it there.
she a machine?
Is that how you say chaise longue? I always thought it was chaise lounge.
It's chaise longue.
Chaise longue. Does anybody even say that in America?
The South. The South.
You gotta watch their videos too, they're really good. Todd Lee's hitting this muffin butter.
People!
I think the guy's smart.
All
right, thanks everybody for being there. This has been Lunch Therapy, episode 381.